In 2024, when I was 16 years old, I heard the advice of just be full of yourself. And trust me, bro, it's the best advice I've ever taken once I understood it. Only when I understood this thing was when I was able to change my entire life. I started waking up at 5 a.m., doing 2 hours of focused deep work, doing 11 good habits every single day, following a strict routine and growing my YouTube channel from 0 to 700 subs. So after watching this video, you'll understand exactly why this advice is so good and how you can implement it to get results just like me. So first of all, we need to address the problem with being humble. For all of my life, I've always been humble. When I got good results in sports, I'd never show off. And even though I was literally the person in my year, like school year, right, with 90 people who had the best grades of all of these 90 people, I wouldn't show off, I wouldn't flex. I'd just keep it to myself and say, oh yeah, I've got to stay humble, oh, it's not really that big of a deal, right? I was always downplaying my success, and whenever someone asked me about, oh, how did you get so good grades, I'll be like, oh yeah, it doesn't really matter, it's not that crazy, I'm not that good, I'd always downplay my success and act like this humble guy. Not only didn't other people see how good I was, but I started to forget it myself, and that's why every time I tried to do something new, I tried to embark on new endeavors, I never had success because I started to not even believe that I was worthy of it. I started to believe that, oh yeah, I wasn't even that good. And that's why when I started trying to do day trading, I never succeeded because in the back of my mind, I was always doubting myself. I was always the humble king, but it never got me anywhere. And again, when I tried starting an SMMA, and again it didn't work because I was always doubting myself. I didn't believe I could do it. I wasn't full of myself. I wasn't sure of myself. And that's the exact reason why I kept failing. I kept failing. And I didn't realize that this was the actual problem. And even when somebody said, oh yeah, why are you trying this weird new path? Why are you trying to build a business? Whenever somebody questioned what I was doing, I would always go home and start doubting myself. I'd actually think about it and be like, shit bro, am I doing the entire wrong thing? And to be honest bro, you can't expect to get success in anything and achieve any good things if you don't even believe in yourself. Now, I'm talking about being full of yourself here, but if you don't even go as low as believing in yourself, how are you ever going to transform your life if you don't even believe you can? Because if you don't believe it, who's going to fucking believe it, bro? But then I started my YouTube channel, and this is where it all changed. Because this is where I get the certainty, confidence, and self-assurance that being full of yourself gives. So I'm starting my YouTube channel now. And when I started my YouTube channel, I started actually believing in myself. I was trying to improve my speaking, scripting, editing, thumbnails, everything. And every time I made something a little bit better, I'd always reward myself and say, oh yeah, I'm getting so much better. I'm becoming better than the other guys. I'm beating my competition. I'm becoming a harder worker. I'm beating the 99% of being productive. I'd tell myself that I was doing good and I was becoming better every day when I did some work. Every time I stayed productive or improved, I reinforced that with a positive self-belief. Suddenly I got more confident on camera. Like you can probably imagine that because I was telling myself that I was good and I was improving and I was doing the right thing. I got more confident because I felt like I was going the right direction. I got more self-assurance. And not only that, I become way more motivated because I felt like I was actually improving. And as I've probably also said in another video, I was always so keen and addicted to the idea of progress. I love progress. That's why I have like this goal tracker right here, right, where you can see like the stepping stones. I have habit tracker on my wall by my bed. I love seeing progress and tracking shit, right? And that's why when I started to get this confident and become more motivated, I just made so much more progress. And this exact same feeling rushed through me yesterday. Like, it was kind of like I was getting goosebumps almost on my arm when I was in the gym. I just finished a hard set. I was listening to like some Sigma Alpha Male music in my earphones, and I'm looking all like I've got a big pump in my arms, I'm feeling like the alpha. I'm looking around and then I see this mouth breathing doom scroller who's just sitting there like fucking this with his phone in his hand, like watching Rocket League shots. And I just feel so powerful because I'm like, this is the fucking competition. I am literally genuinely better than 99% of people. I come here to the gym, full focus, give it my all. I go home, work right away. I literally work from when I wake up till I go to bed. I sleep, I wake up at fucking 5 a.m. to work on this business to help you and to become better as a person. And these are the guys that I see in the gym. fair enough, you're going to the gym, that's a step. But you're sitting there fucking mouth breathing, doom scrolling in the gym. And that made me feel so powerful, just knowing that I was improving, that I was becoming the fucking man, and I was beating all of my competition. That feeling, there's nothing that beats that male aggression feeling of fucking improving and knowing that you're actually becoming someone. Not only did I work even harder when I came home after realizing how good I was and how much I was improving because I was reinforcing my good habits, I also started to wobble less when people questioned my opinions and my way of living. Because as I said before, I would always doubt myself when somebody said, why are you doing this? Why are you being weird? I always go home and overthinking like, shit bro, maybe he's right. That changed completely because I'm so confident. Like you could literally tell me that my life of like way of living is fucked and I wouldn't care. I've been told that so many times. I've literally been told that I was mental. Like I was sick in my head by people in my class, bro, because of what I do. I've started to believe so much in myself that to the point that one of my best friends, even though he got pissed at me in like we were kind of discussing something, he literally got pissed because I was trying to argue that, you know, being at home, being productive and going early to bed was better than going to some random silly disgusting concert. He literally got pissed at me like, why wouldn't you just ever enjoy life? What would just be normal, bro? This is something that we all should do and it's so good for you. And I was just there like, I didn't give a fuck, bro. He didn't change my perspective on anything, not at all, bro. And that's because I'm so confident. My younger self, he'd be like, oh yeah, I should probably be more normal. Like, oh yeah, I should probably listen to his advice. Now I don't give a fuck. And if you're watching this, bro, the guy who I'm talking about, you know, just wanted to mention this, the power of being full of yourself. This isn't nothing bad about you, but yeah. Because I'm telling you, even though he got pissed and he raised his voice a little bit at me, it's like his words just flew past my brain, like I didn't even notice them, because I am so deep in my own reality. I'm so deep in knowing that I am capable and what I do is the right thing. Nothing can literally stop me. I'm so goal oriented. I'm so locked in on the task that I like, the direction I'm trying to go, that it doesn't matter if my friend or my parents or whatever tell me these things. I'll keep going that way and I won't stray off the path. That's the power of self, like, you know, the positive and being full of yourself. That's what you're going to get if you implement this. And if you want more advice like this, me spitting game to you about how to improve your mindset, discipline, habits, stop scrolling, stop doing all the bad habits and become full of yourself and actually become the man you've always wanted to, you can check out the first link in the description. It's my self-improvement club. I think you'll really enjoy it. I've hyped being full of yourself up so much to the point that you're probably thinking, Lord, shut the fuck up and tell us how to do this. So let me show you exactly how to get so confident like I am in myself and in my beliefs, opinions and choices in life. But before I show you how to do it, I need you to understand that this won't work if you can't prove your brain right. So if you tell yourself, I am this good, I am becoming this better, you also need to have proof for your brain so that it believes it. And what I mean by this is that you can't expect your brain to believe when you tell yourself that you're better than 99% of people if you're still scrolling, if you're still gooning, if you're still gaming. You can't expect to get that level of self-belief if you're not positively and reinforcing it and actually giving your brain proof that you are becoming that guy. But that's completely okay. You can start to build these good habits. You can start to reinforce these things by simply starting to gratitude journal, meditate, going out into nature, journaling. I've made many videos of this, like how to stop scrolling, how to, you know, start meditating, gratitude journaling, all these things. You just need to go and watch one of those videos and you'll get all like the practical instructions of how to start doing these things. And once you start doing these good habits, once you start giving your brain proof that you're actually becoming the man that you set out to be, then it will start to believe these things. Even if the progress is small, even if you meditate for 1 minute, even if you only write one line of gratitude journaling, that is still proof that you're going somewhere. And then you can start telling yourself, oh, I'm actually improving. I'm becoming more present. I'm a more grateful man. I'm becoming better than I was yesterday. I'm becoming more disciplined as the days go on. I start to surpass people that I see next to me. I'm actually becoming better than some of the people that I know. Start to use these affirmations in your brain every time you do a good habit to reinforce it. And I know it seems gay, oh yeah, affirmations, and that's just because, you know, all these white girls have ruined it. Oh yeah, I'm gonna manifest and affirm that I'm a high value woman and that this guy will like me back. Shut the fuck up, that's not how it works. Basically what affirmations are is kind of like telling yourself something, like saying some positive like manual thoughts. So every time I finish with my deep work in the morning, Like, I'll kind of dust my hands and I'll be like, oh yeah, this was such a nice work session. You're actually better than 99% of workers. You're more productive, more focused than 99% of these people on this planet when they're working. And I'll say many more things throughout my day, but genuinely just say stuff that reinforces that new identity that you're trying to step into. The guy who's actually becoming something. And then once you get like try to implant these thoughts, then quickly you'll become full of yourself. You'll become certain, and that is when motivation and because you have this big idea, it will take over and you'll progress so much faster because now it's only the results that are lacking. Your brain is already there. Your brain genuinely always already believes that you're this guy. It already has the ego of the guy who does all these things. So now the results will catch up way quicker because they need to. They need to get there quick because your brain already thinks you're there. And now you just start telling yourself every time you do something good, oh my god, I'm so much stronger than everybody else. I'm pushing so much harder in the gym. I'm working so much more focused than everybody else. I'm actually improving. I'm becoming better. I'm more disciplined than I was last week. All these things just to make sure that you reinforce this new identity that actually will change your life. And if you keep doing this, it won't be long until you've got a completely new self-identity and has actually transformed your entire life. And once you have this new identity, it will drive you towards success instead of your old personality that drove you towards failure. Alright mate, I hope you enjoyed the video. That was it. Put one foot in front of the other.